Good day. Hello, CW and CJ. Thanks for being here. Today is May 6th, 2025. And had a couple of requests to have the lesson after. Let's move that this way. After Mass. So I'm going to try that today and see if there's any difference, if anybody likes or dislikes it, if we lose viewership or what. But I don't think that really should matter too much. So let's go right to having Mass. And hopefully those who are a little bit late don't miss too much. Deum vobiscum, et quoque apote, oremus. O most holy Trinity, the Creator and Redeemer of all the faithful, grant to the souls of thy servants and handmaids the remission of all their sins, that they may obtain by loving prayers the forgiveness which they have always desired, who livest and reignest with thee, one divine family, forever and ever. Suscipe Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum Hoc Immaculatum Hostium, quam ego indignius famulus tuus offeditibi Deum meum vivum et verum, pro innumerabilibus peccatis et offensionibus et negligentis meis, et pro omnibus circumstantibus, sed et pro omnibus fidelibus catholicorum vivis atque, defunctis ut mihi ridis proficiat salutem. Deum qui cumulae substantia dignitatem mirabilito condidisi et mirabilis reformasti, da nobis peruius ad quetuinem mysterium, eis divinitatis esse consortis, qui militatis nostrae, fieri notis es pateceps, Deum Iesum Christum Filium, qui tecum vivit et regnat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Oferimus tibi Deum calicem salutaris tuum depecantes clementium ut spectu divinae majestatis tuae, pro nostra et totis mundi salute, cum adoris suavitatis ascendat. In spiritu humilitatis et in animo contrito, suscipiam orate Deum Iesum Christum, et sequiet sacrificium nostrum et spectu tuo hodie, ut placeat tibi Deum matronum nostrae Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Veni sanctificator, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, et sanctifici deblato prosequendo, et a capere hoc sacrificium tuo sanctum nomini praeparatum. Suscipe Sancta Trinitas Sancoblationum cum tibi efferimus, a memoriam passiones, resurrectiones et ascensiones Deum Iesum Christum, et in honorem Deum matronam nostrae et Papa Peter Sanctorum, et istorum et omnium Sanctorum, ut illis proficiat ad honorem nobis autem ad salutem, et illi pro nobis intercedere dinenter in caelis, quorum amore magimus in telis per illo Christum Deum nostrum. Orate ut meam ac vestrum sacrificium acceptabile fiat op Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Suscipiat Deum Iesum Christum sacrificium de manibus tuis ad laudam et gloriam nominis sui, ad utilitatem quoque nostrum totiusque ecclesiae suae sanctae. Deum vobiscum, quoque apote, sursum corda habemassa Deum. Gratias agamus Deum nostrum, dignum et justum est. Te igitur limites me mater et pater, Deum matronum nostrae, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per Deum Iesum Christum Filium tuum Deum nostrae, supplices rogamus ac petimus. habeas, et sanctificas, haec sanctam sacrificium irripata, in primis quae tibi afferimus pro ecclesiam tuam sanctam catholicam, quam pacificare custodire ad honore et regere dineris toto orbe terrarum atque catholicae. Memento Deum famulorum famulocatorum. We pray for the sick and the suffering. We especially pray for Katie, Gage, R.M., Neil and Earl Lively, Maria Josephina Mose, Brad, Letitia, Mindy, Claret, Mark Jr., Robert Dosco Sr. and Jr., Luis Antonio Cantu, Barbara and Benedict Santa Croce, Mr. Nobody, Anne Botink, the Cantu and Duarte families, Michaela McLarnon and family, Sarah and Becky, Jenna, Lena, Lori, Aaron and family, Maria and the Lineweber family, the Kendrick, Shorten, Dosco, Nye, Tafour, Began, Wolf, and Kane families and their intentions. We pray for Mr. Nobody to receive the funding and strength needed to complete the first Sede Vacantis Catholic Council office in Monastery of Illinois. We pray for an end to all governmental allowance or sanctioning of abortion, transgenderism, transhumanism, child trafficking, child abuse of any kind, anywhere, place, or time. We pray for the establishment of a Catholic monarchy with a sound Catholic system of labor, human value, and medium of exchange with no usury. And we pray for courageous men to step forward as leaders of this Catholic society to stop all those ills mentioned. We ask, with this Mass and our rosaries, please force the world to make the Jews the sole focus of their anger, and please free us Catholics from all financial enslavement to these Jews. Please leave the Jews in Israel unprotected by any government or governmental entity. We ask for the reversal of the feminist ideology and a return to godly femininity and godly masculinity for men. We ask that women cease working for Freemasons and corporations, and that they come to understand the raising of traditional Catholic families is a very high ideal and a necessity for sustaining a Catholic society. We ask that all quote-unquote gay marriage, all pornography, and the OnlyFans platform be banned. And we ask for the conversion of all sinners trapped in a state of mortal sin. We pray for wisdom and the continued education on how to be more independent of the electrical grid, more independent of the grocery store, so that we may learn how to grow our own foods, healthy foods, and animals, raise animals. We ask to shut down CERN, close all gateways and portals, send all demons back through them, and have them destroyed. We ask that all language, including anti-Semitism in any laws, be removed. We ask that you destroy the satanic document of Vatican law, that is the Jewish Talmud, that you destroy Rome and the Vatican, and recognize the transfer of the authority of the Catholic Church to be in Portugal. We ask you to destroy all forms of Freemasonry that are everywhere throughout the land and in government and in the military and in banking, and bring the members into the submission of the Trinitarian Theophany through correct baptism and confession. We ask that Catholic families bring back Catholic morals and values and virtues, and for women to stop getting cosmetic surgeries, and for men and women to stop feeding their money, energy, attention, and time to sports, celebrities, worldly entertainment, worldly vices, to focus their attention and time to raising Catholic families for the Most Holy Trinitarian Theophany, to save and free the souls of Catholics from the heresies of the Jews. All this we ask in accordance with the Most Holy Trinity's divine will and intention. et omnium circumstantiam quorum tibi fidis cognita est et nostra devotio, pro quibus tibi afferimus, vel qui tibi offerunt hoc sacrificium laudis, pro se suisque omnibus, pro redemptione animarum suarum, pro spe salutis et calamitatis suae, tibi videdunt vota sua, aeterno Deum vivu et vero, communicantes et memore venerantes, in primis gloriosae, semper Deum maternam nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et beatorum martyrium tuorum Papa Sancti Petri, et Sancti Lucia, et Sancti Jacinta, et Sancti Francisco, Sancti Juan Diego, et omnium sanctorum tuorum quorum meditis praecibus, quae concedasut in omnibus protectiones tuae, muniam exidio per Deum Christum Deum nostrum, quam oblationem de Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum in omnibus, consecratem ac epterem cae feceri neri sub nobis corpum, et sanguinem fieri dictissimi filium tuum Deum Iesum Christum, qui pridie quam pateretur recepit de panem sanctus aqua nobilis manus suas, et derivatis oculis in caelamate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum suum omnipotentem tibi gratias agens. Consecravit, fregit didique lumis sui dicens, accipit et maldicate ex hoc omnes. Hoc est enim corpus meum. Simili modo postquam ceremoniae est accipiens et hunc preclarum cadicem in sanctus aqua honorabilis manus suas sit in tibi gratias agens Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Consecravit didique lumis sui dicens, accipite et vivite ex eo omnes. Hic est enim calix sanguinis mei mysterium fidei, quae pro nobis et pro multis effundetur in remissione peccatorum. Aequates cumque feceritissimum voluntat Deus. Unde et memores Deum nos servitui, sed plebs tua sancta iustum Christum filium tuum, Deum nostrae tambe et passiones nec non et in fidis resurrectionis, sed et in caelos glorioso ascensionis, offerimus praeclare majestati tuae de tuis donis actatis, super quae propitio ac sereno futur respicieri digneris. Sublites te rogamus Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, iube hec per fide manus tuum ut quod, ex aclataris participationis sacrosanctum Deum Filium tuum, corpus et sanguinem sincerimus, omni sanctificatione caelestia gratia Dei per amor, per in Christum Deum nostrae. We pray for those who have died. We especially pray for Roman Pollock, for whom this Mass is being offered. Ipsis Deum et omnibum in Christum quiscentibum locum refegeri, lucis pacis, ut ondargeste proclamor per in Christum Deum nostrum, per cum hec omnia Deum Iesum Christum semper bona creas, sanctificas, vivibicas, consecratis et praestas nobis. Per ipsum et cum ipso et in ipso. Est tibi Deum Matrum omnipotenti in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, omnis honor et gloria. Ave Deum matronam nostrae, gratia plena Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum tecum. Sanctam tuum in mulieribus Deum matronam nostrae materam Deum Iesum Christum, misericordia nobis peccatoribus nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Libera nos quaesimus Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum ab omnibus malis, praeteritis praesentibus et futuris, et intercedente beata gloriosa semper Deum matronam nostrae, cum Papa Petrum Sanctorum et omnibus sanctis, da propitias pacem in diebus nostris, ut obi misericordiae tuae aduitit peccato, simus semper liberi et ab omni perturbationis seculi. Pediendum Deum nostrum, Iesum Christum Filium Tuum Deum nostrum, qui tecum vivit et regnat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per aeternam. Pax Deum Iesum Christum sit semper vobiscum, et quoque apud te. Haecum extio, et consecratio corporis et sanguinis Deum Iesum Christum fiat excipientibus, nobis in et salutem aeternam. Pax tecum, et quoque apud te. Deum Iesum Christum, qui ex voluntate Deum matronam nostrae, quaprante Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per mortem tuam unum vivificasti, libera me per sacro sanctum corpus et sanguinum, tuum ab omnibus iniquitatibus meis et universis malis, et fac me tui semper in hadare mandatis, et nunquam separare permittas, qui cum eodem Deum matronam nostrae Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, vivis et regnam aeternam. Perceptio corporis tui Deum Iesum Christum, quod ego indinius sumere praesimo non mihi proveniat in idicum condonationem, sed pro tu pietate prosit mihi adjudimentum, mentis et corporis et adame Deum percipiendam, qui vivis et regnas cum Deum matronam nostrae in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Panem celestem accipiem et nomen Deum Iesum Christum invocabo. Deum matronam nostrum non sunt dignus, ut et meis in tante liquebus nabiturnam mea. Deum Iesum Christum non sunt dignus, ut et meis in tante liquebus nabiturnam mea. Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum non sunt dignus, ut et meis in tante liquebus nabiturnam mea. Corpus Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima mea. Quid retubum Deum Iesum Christum, pro omnibus quae retubuit mihi calicem salutaris accipiem et nomen Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum invocabo. Laudans invocabo Deum matronam nostrae et ab inimicis meis salvus ero. Sanguis Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima mea. Corpus Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet animam tuum. Quod ore sumpsimus Deum Iesum Christum, puramente capiamus et immunere et praefit nobis remedium sempiternum. Corpus tuum Deum Iesum Christum, quod sumpsi sanguis quem potavi et heriat visceribus meis apraesta, ut in me non remane escelero macula quem pura et sancta reficeru sacramenta. Deum vobiscum, et quoque apote, oremus. May the prayer of thy suppliants profit the souls of thy servants and handmaids. We beseech thee, O most holy Trinity, that thou mayest free them from all sins and make them sharers in thy redemption, who livest and reignest with thee, one divine family, forever and ever. Deum vobiscum, et quoque apote, ite missa est. Deum gratia. Placiatibi sancta Trinitam obsequiam servitutis meae, et praesta ut sacrificium coroculis, tuae majestatis in nos autoriti piseta captabile neque et omnibus, proquibus idut autoliciti miserante perpetuabile per persum Deum nostrum. Sanctificat vos omnipotens Deum, Matronam et Filium et Spiritum Sanctum, Deum Matronam Nostrae, Deum Iesum Christum et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gracias. Let us place ourselves in the presence of the Most Holy Trinity, and in Catholic contemplation humbly venerate the Divine Family. Most Holy and Venerable Trinity, one Divine Family, I believe that thou art here present. I venerate thee with the deepest humility. I render to thee with my whole heart the homage which is due to thee. O Most Holy Trinity, relying on thine infinite goodness and promises, I hope to obtain pardon of my sins, the help of thy grace, and life everlasting, through the merits of Deum Iesum Christum et Deum Matronam Nostrae. O Most Holy Trinity, I love thee above all things with my whole heart and soul, because thou art all good and worthy of all love. I love my neighbor as myself for love of thee, and I forgive all who have injured me and ask pardon of all whom I have injured. Let us thank the Most Holy Trinity for the many graces that we receive, and offer ourselves and our sufferings up to heaven, and for the souls in purgatory. O Most Holy Trinity, I most humbly thank thee for all the favors thou hast bestowed upon me to the present moment. It is again thanks to thy bounty that I should live to see this day, and I desire to employ it solely in thy service. I consecrate to thee all my thoughts, words, actions, and sufferings of this day. Sanctify them, that there may be none that is not animated by thy love, or that would not tend to thy greater glory. Let us make a firm resolution to avoid evil and to do good. And let us beg of the Most Holy Trinity the graces which are necessary to us. O Most Holy Trinity, thou knowest my weakness, and that I am unable to do anything good without the help of thy grace. Deny me not thy grace, proportionate to my necessities. Give me strength to avoid everything which thou forbiddest, to practice the good which thou hast commanded, and enable me patiently to bear all the trials which it may please thee to send me. O Dea Matronam Nostrae, Mother of God, I place myself under thy protection. I throw myself with confidence into the arms of thy compassion. Be to me, O Mother of Mercy, my refuge in distress, my consolation in suffering, now and at the hour of my death. O Most Holy Trinity, as envisioned by St. Lucia as the Most Holy Trinitarian Theophany, Dea Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, I am heartily sorry for having offended thee, and I detest all my sins, because I dread the loss of heaven and the pains of hell, but most of all because I have offended thee, who are all good and deserving of all my love. I firmly resolve, with the help of thy grace, to confess my sins, to do penance, and to amend my life. Domine Dei Matronam Nostrae, Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. All right, so let's now get into the conclusion of the Freemasonry page of the website, ourladyisgod.com. Good day, Peter. How are you? Okay, and this is from the comment section at the bottom of that page from CW, who is fantastic at doing his research. And the title of it is Freemasonry is Jewish. The Jews own and control Freemasonry today and have from the beginning. Its beginnings were entirely Jewish, and it is controlled by the Jews to this day. And again, most of the first degree to third degree members have no idea about that. Here's what the Jews have to say about their ownership of Freemasonry. The Jewish Tribune, New York, October 28th, 1927. Cheshvan 2, 5688, volume 91, number 18. Quote, Masonry is based on Judaism. Eliminate the teachings of Judaism from the Masonic ritual, and what is left? Unquote. La Verite Israelite, Jewish paper, 1861, page 74. I guess it's volume 4, page 74. Quote, the spirit of Freemasonry is the spirit of Judaism in its most fundamental beliefs. It is its ideas, its language. It is mostly its organization, the hopes which enlighten and support Israel. Its crowning will be that wonderful prayer house of which Jerusalem will be the triumphal center and symbol. Unquote. Les Symbolism, July 1928. Quote, the most important duty of the Freemason must be to glorify the Jewish race, which has preserved the unchanged divine standard of wisdom. You must rely upon the Jewish race to dissolve all frontiers. Unquote. An Encyclopedia of Freemasonry, Philadelphia, 1906. Quote, each lodge is and must be a symbol of the Jewish temple, each master in the chair a representative of the Jewish king, and every Mason a personification of the Jewish workman. Unquote. Manual of Freemasonry by Richard Carlyle. Quote, the Grand Lodge Masonry of the present day is wholly Jewish. Unquote. From the Freemason, April 2nd, 1930, quoting Brother Reverend S. McGowan, quote, Freemasonry is founded on the ancient law of Israel. Israel has given birth to the moral beauty which forms the basis of Freemasonry. Unquote. Rabbi Brother Isaac Wise, in The Israelite of America, March 8, 1866, quote, Masonry is a Jewish institution whose history, degrees, charges, passwords, and explanations are Jewish from beginning to end. Unquote. Benjamin Disraeli, Jew, Prime Minister of England, in the life of Lord George Bentinck, quote, at the head of all those secret societies which form provisional governments, men of the Jewish race are to be found. Unquote. Latomia, a German Masonic journal, volume 12, July 1849, page 237, quote, we cannot help but greet socialism, Marxism, communism, as an excellent comrade of Freemasonry for ennobling mankind, for helping to further human welfare. Socialism and Freemasonry, together with communism, are sprung from the same source. Unquote. Bernard Stillman, Jew in Hebraic Influences on Masonic Symbolism, 1929, quoted the Masonic News, London. Quote, I think I have proved sufficiently that Freemasonry, as what concurs symbolism, lays entirely on a formation which is essentially Jewish. Unquote. A few more. O.B. Good, M.A., in The Hidden Hand of Judah, 1936, quote, the influence of the Jewish Sanhedrin is today more powerful than ever in Freemasonry, unquote. From the Jewish Encyclopedia, 1903, volume 5, page 503, quote, the technical language, symbolism, and rites of Freemasonry are full of Jewish ideas and terms. In the Scottish Rite, the dates on official documents are given according to the era and months of the Jewish calendar, and use is made of the Hebraic alphabet, unquote. From B'nai B'rith magazine, volume 13, page 8, quoting Rabbi and Mason Magnin, quote, "The B'nai B'rith are but a makeshift. Everywhere that Freemasonry can admit that it is Jewish in its nature as well as in its aims, the ordinary lodges are sufficient for the task." The ADL, the Anti-Defamation League of B'nai B'rith, is a totally Jewish-controlled organization with its main goal to destroy Christianity. And in parentheses, also the B'nai B'rith form a super Masonic lodge where no Gentiles are admitted. Transactions of the Jewish Historical Society, Volume 2, page 156, quote, "The coat of arms used by the Grand Lodge of England is entirely composed of Jewish symbols. Freemasons worship Lucifer. The Freemasonry from January 19th, 1935, quoting instructions by Albert Pike, who simultaneously was Grand Master of the Central Directory of Washington, Grand Commander of the Supreme Council of Charleston, Sovereign Pontiff of Universal Freemasonry. Quote, "That which we must say to the crowd is, we worship a God, but it is the God that one adores without superstition. To you, Sovereign Grand Inspectors General, we say this, that you may repeat it to the brethren of the 32nd, 31st, and 30th degrees." Unquote. The Masonic religion should be, by all of us initiates of the high degrees, maintained in the purity of the Luciferian doctrine. Yes, Lucifer is their God. That's what they're saying. That was a quote. Yes, Lucifer is God. I am not saying that. Okay, it's their God. So that concludes the chapter there in the website on Freemasonry. After listening to all that, it should come as very clear, should be very clear to us all that it is anti-Catholic and needs to be exposed for its Luciferian nature. It needs to be expunged from society. That's why we want to set up a Catholic monarchy with its aims to do that. We have our work cut out ahead for us. But as one person keeps harping, nothing is impossible with and for God. All right, thank you for listening and for the changes that I make. Please let me know if you like them. If there's anything else you think I should do differently, should I do the Good Day Rising prayers first? I didn't consider that. And yeah, well, you know what? Let's finish with the Fatima prayer and then we'll say goodbye. When I say the Fatima prayer, it's not the one that is in between the rosaries for that. This is the first prayer was given to the children. O most Holy Trinity, I believe, I venerate, I hope, and I love thee. I beg of thee pardon for those who do not believe, do not venerate, do not hope, and do not love thee. Most Holy Trinity, Dea matronam nostrae et Deum Iesum Christum et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, I venerate thee profoundly, and I offer to thee the most precious body, blood, soul, and divinity of Deum Iesum Christum present here, in reparation for the outrages and sacrileges by which he himself is offended, and through the infinite merits of his most sacred heart and the immaculate heart of Dea matronam nostrae, I beg of thee the conversion of poor sinners. In nomine Dei matronam nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gracias. Please go out and sanctify all those who you meet, and we'll see you tomorrow at the same time, 7:30. Have a great day.